We're here on the Upper Madison River today, and we're going to be doing some streamer fishing while walk wading. Right now, a lot of these feeder streams that come into the Madison River are carrying a lot of sediment. It's runoff season, and what that does is it makes the Upper Madison and the walk wade area have a really nice green color to it, and it's personally my favorite time to be streamer fishing. Today, I'm going to be using a Winston Air 2 Max. It's a 6-weight rod paired with a Sage Trout reel. On it, I've got a Rio Grande 6-weight line, and then off of the tip of that Rio Grande, I've got an airflow sinking leader. At the end of this airflow sinking leader, there's a little micro swivel, and I love that for streamer fishing. Off of that micro swivel, I'm running about 1.5 foot of 20-pound test to a tippet ring, and then I'm doing 12-pound test fluorocarbon to my streamer. Today, I've picked a yellow silk kitty. Personally, I really like the way yellow looks in this green water, but on an overcast day where we've got some rain coming in and out, I really like throwing blacks and olives. That would be my starting place if I were to just come out here, but right now I know this water is green and I really like the way yellow looks in it. So after doing a little bit of walking, I'm down to where I'm going to start fishing. When I'm wade fishing on a river like the Upper Madison, I primarily cast straight out into the water or a little bit downriver at a 45-degree angle. A lot of times if you cast straight up river and fish it like you would with a nymph rig or a dry fly, it's a whole lot of work. You're having to strip extremely fast and it's very hard to maintain tension and staying tight to that fly. So casting straight across or a little bit downriver, it's much easier to strip that fly in, and you want to always remember that when you're stripping, you want to use as much rod tip action as possible. That means animating that fly the best you can by wiggling that rod tip back and forth while maintaining a good stripping motion, pulling that line in. I find that when I'm streamer fishing, a lot of my fish come from a lot closer to the bank than I expect. A lot of this is due to the water clarity. When this water starts to get a little bit murky, these fish are a lot more comfortable sitting shallower and closer to the bank because they feel safe from predators. Also, during a weather system where there's a lot of clouds or it's even overcast and raining, these fish will continue to sit even closer to the bank and shallower in the water because they feel much more comfortable and are very ready to feed. So I very rarely wade far out into the river when I'm fishing from foot with a streamer. I frequently stay on the bank or just get a little bit in the water to focus on a boulder or a gravel bar that has a nice depth change on it. All right, so we've got our first fish of the day. Beautiful little rainbow here. Good one to start with. Send it back home. And so that fish came off of a nice deep area here behind me. And what I was doing was casting straight across river, letting some current grab it and stripping it in. Nice. All right, we got ourselves the second fish of the day. Another rainbow trout, a little bit bigger than that first one.